Hello students. This video would explain how to design a Google form. Okay, just in case you want to interview some students on campus to collect data before you want to do some econometric analysis. But at the same time, you don't want to use the traditional hard copy paperwork approach. So you want to use the more efficient Google form approach. So let's look at this example. I just want to simplify things to have a more straightforward multivariate regression. So assuming you want to investigate the factors that explain the frequency of students yawning on campus, okay? Let's say the daily yawning frequency on campus, and it's explained by the following three explanatory variables. The first one is the male dummy. Okay. I know there is no scientific evidence saying male students are more likely to yawn more, actually, but I want to make sure my regressions include at least one, let's say, intercept dummy. And then the next one, whether the student slept after 11 o'clock the previous night, then this is another intercept dummy. The third explanatory variable is the normal continuous variables. The number of times the student visited social media sites like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, etc. in the last week. Because I think the more frequently the students, not even students, even like normal human beings, adults, the more time we spend visiting the social media websites, it could really cause some fatigue that we would yawn a little bit more the next day. Okay, so let's design the Google form. Okay, so go to Google and then there should be option Google form. I'm going to start with a blank Google form. Doesn't matter whether it looks colorful or fancy. This is not the purpose, actually. So you can have a title. Maybe it can say, it can be factors influencing students' daily yawning frequency on campus. And then you can give a short description. I will just make it quite clear. I am doing an assignment to conduct econometric analysis on the impact of various explanatory variables on students' daily yawning frequency on campus. Your participation will be greatly appreciated. Thank you. It seems I made a typo error. Okay. Question 1, I think the first question is what is the usual number of times you yawn? Why do I always type it as the word warning? I need to give myself a warning. I must type the word yawn correctly. What is the usual number of times you yawn on campus per day? I think this is not a multiple choice question. This is the normal continuous variable. So I would choose the option short answer. We don't need a paragraph because it is a short answer. And I need to activate this. This is a compulsory question, so this is required. So this is the first question. Then I would add the next question. I think it is about, gender. Question 2. Oh. This is a multiple choice question. What is your gender? Yes, correct option, multiple choice question. You might wonder what's the difference between multiple choice and check boxes. If you click the option multiple choice, the respondent can only select one option. But if you click the check boxes option, the participant can choose more than one option. Okay, so for example, if you ask a question, indicate the types of fruits that you like, and you give options like bananas, apples, oranges, watermelon, etc. And if you activate the checkbox option, it means the students can choose more than one type of fruit that they like. Okay, but for this one, it must be multiple choice. Either male, then this one. Oh, female. Okay, Google Form is clever, automatically typing the next suggestion or recommending the next suggestion, which is correct. Next one, let's go back to this. Okay, sleep after 11 o'clock. I think this is also a multiple choice question. Did you sleep after 11 o'clock last night? It is a multiple choice question. First option is yes. The next one should be no. Again, Google Form is clever with this correct recommendation. Then the fourth question is, okay, this is a normal continuous variable. Okay. What was the total number of times you visited social media websites? Give example, TikTok, Facebook. Last week, sorry. Short answers, yes. Yeah. Then I think this is done. Okay. And I think the Google Form is automatically saved in your Google Drive. So let me close it. Then I go to Google Drive. It must be hiding somewhere, my drive. Yeah, I already see this untitled form because I haven't given a title. Where is it? It is this one. Then I can rename it so that I will remember this is the form. I would say yawning frequency survey. Where is it now? It's here. Okay. But we need to send out the survey. So what you need to do is to click send. And then the email address, in case you would really need to interview the students on campus, obviously you need the class list, etc. Let's say if my topic is about investigating the yawning frequency of economics 1 students, then I would definitely supply you the class list and the email address. Okay. Then you can just give a short message, invitation, and then just type some friendly messages. I'm not going to type it. You will say, I'm doing this study and I appreciate your participation. And I would recommend you to take this option, include form in the email so that the form would exist directly in the student's email. Then the students can immediately take part in the survey. And then you can click send at the end. Okay, I'm not going to do it now. And then let's say 10 students took part. So I have done a hypothetical example. So let's say this is the results. Before you can export the data to eViews to do the empirical data analysis, you need to do some data cleaning. So this is the first one. Yawning frequency, I better rename it better as yawn so that I know this one stands for yawning frequency. But then the next one, Q2, but now I need to create the male dummy, either 1 or 0, isn't it? Because eViews is not going to accept this column with the text data. So I've created the male dummy. Let me paste it here. So these two columns I need to export to eViews later. This one, the third one, is it about whether the student slept after 11 o'clock last night? And I would call this sleep late. Okay. One would be yes, the student sleep after 11 o'clock. Okay. I hope you're happy with that. Then I copy this. I paste it here. The last one, this is the frequency of visiting social media website. I think it is fine. It is a normal continuous variable, but I need to rename it in so that the variable becomes more like user or reader friendly. I would say social media. Yeah. Then I remember it's about the frequency of visiting social media. Then I'm going to copy that. So let's say 10 students took part, it should be higher than that. Okay, so I copy the data. And then eViews 3, file, new, work file, cross-sectional, start observation is 1, end observation is 10, and then quick empty group edit series. I don't know if you remember the right way to copy and paste the data. So you scroll all the way upwards and scroll all the way leftwards until you see the word OBS observation appearing 4 times in your screen. But then you have to click to the cell to the right of the OBS that is not in bold. Then you right click, paste. Okay, so I think it works now. Fine. Then I think let me run the regression. Quick estimate. So the yawning frequency explained by constant, male dummy, the sleep late dummy, Sleep late, not sleep late. But I think you get what I mean. That's the sleep late dummy. Last one, social media website visit frequency in the past week. So let's see the findings actually. Okay. Looks like this is the only significant explanatory variable. The more you visit social media, then the higher your yawning frequency. And it is a statistical significant finding because you see the probability is less than 5%. Okay. Okay, the other two explanatory variables do not come through actually. You see the very high probability value. But I think the point of this video is actually not about the regression output. It's actually about explaining how to design a Google form, and then once you compile the results, then you do a bit of like plastic surgery, okay, before you export the data to eViews, okay. Oh, and then the last thing is that how can you download the student responses from the Google Forms that I forgot to explain. So let me go back to the Google Form. Student yawning frequency. Okay. So if there are students taking part, you will get a response that is obviously greater than 0. And then there is an option here with the 3 dots, download responses. Then you will be able to download the answers in Excel. And then that Excel file would look just like this one, this hypothetical example case. Okay. So I hope this video would be helpful to you. Thank you.